Is it working? Hey, I think it's working. Oh, that says no data. Excellent data. Sweet. Well, that's awkward because that's going to be kept in the start of this. I was watching some YouTube videos on my own, minding my own business, and then I was like, I should stream tonight since it's one of the nights I get to stream. But I just really want to watch this YouTube video. So screw it. Let's watch the YouTube video together. That seems like the best conclusion to me. And then I had like my camera reset and a bunch of other nonsense. So I had to go deal with all that crap. But we're done. We're done dealing with all that crap. So let me get this going. And I think this might make for a decent long form video too. A little unfortunate I didn't get to cut straight into it. Crack straight into it. Because Pestily lives on in all of us. I assume he's fine. I just made a joke because I used to play Tarkov. I hope he's doing fine. That'd be funny in a sick and fucked up sense if he wasn't. Alrighty. Well, let me flick the camera over. Yo, what's up, Minigaming Gibbs? That's funny. That's really funny that I mentioned Tarkov and then you show up because that's been a while. It's a good day, yeah? Yeah. How's that guy doing? I like that guy. I haven't used these damn things in a hot minute. This button is the swap over. Yeah, look at that. That's like 6 corners if he lost his glasses and played Riftbound. All right, let me flip my ass over to the other side. I had to redo the camera, and it lost its color balance, like the white balancing, and now I look even whiter than I normally look. Disgusting. All right, let me flip this horizontally and then stick my ass over here. I think this is where I want to be. And then let me maximize this fella. This is a cute little fella. Yeah. The green. The camera cut stops me from petting you. Sorry. What? What's up, silly? How you doing? Man, I've been all right after your ass has abandoned me. Yeah, I know. And then we abandoned, me and Alan abandoned freaking pneumonia in Arc Raiders. This is gonna be a terrible Spiritforged fucking long form video with no edits if we don't do the thing. But you know what? It's live. We're doing it live. All right, that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. ZD's actually doing well. Still getting hundreds of thousands of views. Nice. Let me drink my tea. Don't aerate your tea. It burns. All right. So we'll skip the intro, but the idea is this guy did a review on Spiritforged cards.
On the signature spells,
and
I'd love to talk
I was wanting to watch these.
that would just make this video,
and then I was like, you know what? F it. I'll do a react video. First one ever. Coming at you live, boys.
Basically, all of them are really good.
Yeah, all signature spells are good.
Probably wouldn't want 3 copies of is Sivers. Don't get me wrong, Sivers
Yeah,
is still
we're
really
on the
good,
hunt,
but it's more of a situational
baby.
card that you probably only need like 1 or 2 copies
Let me
of.
bring this over
For
here.
every other legend, I'd recommend picking up 3 copies of the signature spells, since they're all really strong and pretty integral to the mainstream.
New reacts to noob rating cards.
And the first card I'm gonna
So I think it's Alex Garicka. Was a professional League of Legends player, and then he was the top Teemo player in Houston, so he got the only metal Teemo chip. And he has since then played some other deck lists that I've looked at and watched a little bit on. His Twitter, he was like advertising and pushing out a different content creator that was doing Victor, that like top forward a giant tournament with Victor, and that's where I got that Victor list from. And man, it annoys the shit out of me that I'm looking paler than a fucking LED on a goddamn lift truck. Man. There we go. Here, I'll just watch the video like this. Shit, that's crazy looking. All right, whatever, it's fine.
Longsword, and this is going to be a 3 of that you're going to want to buy. So for those of you
Quick
who
draw.
don't know, Longsword is a...
What does this mean? What does it mean to have react? Oh, is quick draw just reaction on equipment? Is this
2 power, 1 energy cost card that says it gives the unit this is attached to +2 might, but it also has quick draw. So basically,
long steel endurance shields or day 1 buys?
+2 might,
I haven't seen them.
Reaction speed, just like Discipline, except you don't draw a card.
But this one costs a
The
power,
benefit of
but
Longsword versus Discipline, for example,
but it sticks around.
is the might stays on the unit even after the turn ends, and after the unit dies, you can reattach it to another unit. So there's a lot of value in Longsword.
The attach
Card,
costing power, I think,
this
makes.
gives red a lot more defensive.
Yo, what's up, Zelda?
So
Thanks for
now the folds are a little more defended. You're a little bit more scared to attack into
I
red,
feel
especially
like
if you're attacking into green and from set 1.
that is kind of crazy
helps
that it
radiate
gives
survival
them
more from,
like a
removal
+2.
spells,
Like
right, if you're gonna Falling Star, I don't know, an Ezreal, for example.
Like
you can
freaking.
Longsword on it and
Look at all this editing. Look at this all this hard work this guy
Longsword
did,
it's a really solid
and I'm
card,
just
it gives,
stealing it.
it makes you
React
play into
content's
red
the best. I
similarly
need to
as
do
if
this
you're playing
more.
green from set 1, which is really annoying.
Yeah, fucking Discipline's so scary, and now Red has
Discipline.
Discipline.
And what this card does is
Repeat seems
one
amazing.
power to spell.
Like Repeat seems awesome.
Creates deal 2 to a unit at a battlefield, then deal 2 to up to 1 other unit. So basically, the most similar comparison to this card is Falling Star. Instead of doing
But
3
you don't
to
have to
units,
do
it's
it.
2 units, although one of them has to be at a
2
battlefield.
versus 3 is a pretty big
And-
deal.
But the way in Piercing Light is better than Falling Star is
Um,
the cost. It is a lot cheaper to
Yeah,
Piercing Light.
4 with
So
2
other decks can actually
recycle,
play without
and then you
carrying
can
around.
kill a 4 on a
play
field, and then
basically no
2 little dudes in the
You also have the
back.
option to repeat it. So the
That seems
card can be a lot more
amazing.
powerful
That seems-
than
that
Falling
seems
Star. You can potentially deal 2
hella
to 4
broken.
units or 4 to 2 units, right, depending on how you spread it out.
Right?
So it is a super strong card. I think it's going to
I'm almost at 2K, I'm gonna force you to do it. No!
Use spell-based removal. And yeah, 3 of for sure. All right, next up we've got Rengar.
Well, like it says you can
Red Rengar.
play it as a reaction, but then why isn't it just listed as a reaction?
It's a 3 energy.
That's why I was like, Quick Draw's
Rengar
weird.
unit that says I can be played to a battlefield.
Play anytime before
It
spells.
has Assault 2 and has reaction speed. So this is really similar to Shen from set 1, where
But-
you can basically just play him.
But on the
to a
opposite.
battlefield during combat.
But see,
Just give that battlefield
no,
cost.
so it's way better because Shin can only be played to a battlefield that you're defending because you have to own it in order to play a creature there, like including a battlefield you control. Shin doesn't work on assault at all. Rengar works on both. He just doesn't have the assault 2, but still a 3 for 3 on defense can be that's awesome. Like that's a spirit call. I know he costs a power. The power is a big deal.
So some of the main use cases for Rengar is kind of using him as a pseudo accelerate unit.
But-
if you're attacking with
but
another unit, that's
that seems really good.
Like you can slap Rengar on there, and it's instantly a +5 unit.
What do you mean I'm not reading the card again? Playing time even before spells abilities, including to a battlefield you control. What did I miss there? He says that he can be played to a battlefield you're attacking. Rengar can go to an attacking. Shin cannot. Turn off the channel redeems if you're trying to make long form content. True. I mean, it can pop up. I can just do it after as well. A refund. But yeah, like
That's
I don't know.
a lot of might for someone to deal with, especially for the pretty low cost of 3 energy. So I think he's a little bit clunky to play. It sometimes feels hard to use, and you kind of need him at the exact right time for him to be useful. But I do think that he's very powerful, and he can definitely fit into the, at the very least, in the sideboard.
I thought you said something different. Oh no.
So
Yeah.
this is a pretty solid 3 of, and
We gotta have two. We gotta have two sexy guys. We got the emo haircut
Next up, we've got
that
Sky
knows
Arrow.
stuff, and then just me.
And this is going to be a 3 as well. Is a 3 energy equipment, and it gives +2.
My hold effects
The
are
defense
also
item and
conquer
my hold
effects.
Are also conquer effects, and vice versa. And it has a 1 energy, 1 power equipment cost. It's a little bit more expensive.
Let's put it on Ari somehow.
The effect of this card is game
I know
breaking.
you can't.
If there are strong enough conquer hold effects available to like a red
But-
deck in the future, this card becomes so good.
So it's 4 and a power though.
Particularly Lucian decks that are playing this card in combination with Trinity Force.
Yo, what's up, Max? How you doing? How you doing?
Which is pretty cool.
Attach it. Wait, when you hold, you score a point off the Trinity Force. I know you were talking about that earlier when you were talking to me about like trying to make a crazy Ari deck. I guess that's in orange, which doesn't really pair with Ari. But I know you were talking to me about the Triforce before. So in a red orange, you can get a score off of your conquer, like a bonus score off conquer, and a bonus score off of hold. I don't know. It feels like these are a lot of. Oh, they give +2 power. They both give +2 powers. Oh, okay. I was about to say like, seems like you're doing a lot of nothing. But that actually seems awesome. In this case, you could even play like a 2-mana 0 power deflect guy.
I don't think that's the best way for Lucian, but either way, the possibility is there. And because this card exists,
I'm
it's kinda similar
chilling.
to, like, Heimerdinger
Tell them the
Skyfall,
whole
where
world. Everyone already
just
has
kind of
considered
waiting
that.
for strong
Yeah.
synergies and effects for the card to be really good, and Skyfall's kind of the same thing.
Just
I
tell
recommend
everyone. Ruin my
in
strat.
Spiritforged, so I'd implore you to pick up 3 of these when they're cheap. So
Yeah.
next we've got Ferris Forerunner, who's going to be a 3 of in the buy list.
So kind of like with what he's saying with this, he's like, he's like, please pick this up before anything broken happens with it, which makes sense. But because this seems like these cards are going to be illegal for like 3 years. I don't know what these gang signs are. You're the worst at charades. All right, she's gonna pick her nose and then transplant the booger up her butt after chewing off a finger and then sticking the finger in her eye. And what are you gonna do to the dog? Oh my god, these oh, that's not charade. You're just doing it to the. Oh my. Leave Lily alone. Come here, you little angel. All right, whatever.
Okay, Oculus.
Oh, you're gonna go play Oculus upstairs. Why didn't you say so?
Like,
You were like,
show them the controller. Tell them what I did. Show them. Show them what I did.
she was like, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
You did not do that, you liar.
What? That's what I saw.
So next we've got Ferris Forerunner, who's going to be a 3 of the buy list. And
Death Knell, play 2 mechs.
6 might unit that reads Death Knell, play 2 3 might mech unit tokens to your base. So this is an insanely valuable
What the
card
fuck?
for the cost. It's
You get 12 power for 6?
6 might unit. Okay, no. It is effectively 12 might of stats.
That's insane.
On a 6 energy 1 power unit, which is insane. The main issues with this card currently are
I said it's insane.
next running around that make it really hard for this guy to actually stick. He's gonna get rebuked and fight or flighted at the moment, which sucks. But
Yeah, but
even right now, I think he's still really
that's
strong.
fine.
He's just gonna get stronger and stronger.
those are just delays.
So for sure, a
As someone who's played a shit ton of Teemo, I mean, he's played a shit ton of Teemo too. Like, Rebuke's fine, especially on something like this. But like, when you're just fight or flight, like you're losing cards for like delaying. Okay, they get card advantage and you get tempo advantage. And if you can't win the game with that tempo before they start playing their extra cards, you kind of just lose.
3 of. He's kind of similar.
Second one's baited hook.
Cards like Pilot
Ooh.
Shredder, you guys play Hearthstone. It's just kind of it's just a lot of value, right? Like, and it's sticky, so it's really hard for your opponent to deal with. And cards like this are always going to be really, really strong, especially if there's less bouncing type removal.
I mean, that's just an insane amount.
If he's cheap, pick him up.
Wait, that's
Next
a
we have
crazy.
Dunebreaker, and I have Dunebreaker at a 2 of. And this one I wasn't too sure.
If you have
if I
2 of your cards in your hand
because
and a
it
ready.
doesn't look that impressive, but I'll read the card. So
No!
7 energy, 1 power, 7 might unit.
He doesn't look that
If you have 2 or
impressive.
fewer cards in your hand, I enter ready. When I hold
You're-
2.
You're
So, yeah, this
remotely
card-
hell bent,
it's
and he
not
has
really good.
haste.
Like, a lot of people probably compare him to like Darius, who's another 7 might unit that can enter ready for 5 energy, right? And then this card has condition on it.
I didn't even think about that. Darius is 7 mana. It's 5 and a red, and then you got to play another spell. So it's like 7 mana. This dude's just Darius that draws you cards, but he doesn't always have the ready.
You need you need an empty hand to make this guy enter ready. So it is a
Dog
little,
toes.
If you can play him that way, it is a little bit weak. However, there are a lot of decks that just don't have a lot of draw support, right?
Dude,
So, for
Yeah,
example, I think
like,
red orange,
red
has
like
bad-
Bully Bear and Darius.
Your basically your only draw is Kaisa and some other red
Like-
cards that maybe replace themselves. But like outside of that, you're not drawing cards. So
Put the red
this
weapon
is
on him and draw off the
compared
conquer.
to-
Holy shit!
in those color combinations that don't.
You're
have
right,
draw,
Alan.
This is potentially pretty good. I'm gonna say it's a 2 of.
How? What's the equip cost on that? Was it just 1 red? Because like 1 sack red. Because like, if you can slam this on turn 4, and then draw 2 cards instantly, that's fucking crazy. I need to learn how the equip works. I think in this game, unlike Magic, if it's equipped to something, you can't equip it to something else. I don't think you're allowed to play the equip cost in this game if it's attached to something. Rift bound equip rules. Rift bound equipment rules involve cards can be used. I hate using AI, but I'm using AI, which can provide various bonus types of equipment, equipping and unequipping. Choose the equipment, target champion, pay the cost. You can unequip an item during your turn, usually at the cost of an action or resource. I don't know if this stuff's true. I don't know if any of that stuff's true. Whatever. Okay, yeah, I don't trust it.
I think it's gonna be really cheap because this is not gonna be a pretty common card. It's Spiritforged, so I'd recommend you pick a couple up.
Yeah, that's a definite bear build around. It's gold.
Yeah. Do you think it's underrated a little bit? So yeah, if you've been enjoying this video,
I think it's
consider
underrated.
dropping a like and sub.
Yeah.
It really helps support
Yeah, thanks for the call out, because I always forget to do that. Consider going to YouTube and dropping a like and a follow on this shitty
and
stream
first off, we're gonna
channel.
start with Rek'Sai. So Rek'Sai is a 3 energy, 3 might unit with
Okay.
Accelerate, Assault, and friendly units played from anywhere other than a player's hand have Accelerate. So this is gonna be a 3 of purchase.
Friendly units played from anywhere except for your hand have accelerate. it's interesting. This wording, Alan, since you want to play multiplayer really badly, the wording. Maybe I need to go somewhere else. I'll shrink back. I'll shrink slightly. This wording means that if it's in a 2-player game, your friend gets the bonus. Again, not from their hand, but it's still pretty good. Shush, Savvy! Father's trying to strip on the internet for money. Shut up. All right, that's how you handle dogs. Okay.
I don't know if you'll be running 3 in Rek'Sai, but I think he's just a solid unit, and you might run 3. I know a lot of lists are on like 1 to 2, but I think you should have 3 just in case, because this is just an overall really good unit.
I mean, 3 it has no power cost.
To play, you can play it on curve, and it doesn't have power cost.
No power cost is
And
amazing.
it has accelerate as well, so it is kind of like a cheaper Kaisa in a way without the draw, which is pretty cool. It's pretty good. I think
I kind of like it.
Other strong cards, so Rek'Sai is not going to fit into like every red deck, for
I
example.
feel like it's a little weak.
In decks like Rek'Sai, this is for sure going to be a staple, and I think if there's
Because I don't know how
the line of text where it says
best
played for anywhere. Other
to
players
build the
accelerate,
bottom.
so like if you're playing units from, I don't know, from scrying your deck.
So, Nocturne was errata to where he's played from Banish. I wonder, did Flame Choppers get errated? Is Flame Chompers? That's how you hurt dog. No, it doesn't hurt the dog. She wants to go outside. It's cold as fuck. It's like 20 degrees outside. She's like, I got a fur coat. Let me out. It's hot in here. Just go upstairs. It's cooler upstairs. It's hot down here because there's like 8 computers on.
Or your champion zone, even like this card definitely has potential in future sets. So I would pick.
Whoa! He said even from champion zones. I thought the champion zone was considered as part of your. It's considered as part of your hand, but it's called the champion. That's actually pretty sweet.
3 out, especially if they're cheap in Spiritforged. All right, next up we've got Draven.
Draven.
4-might unit that says when I win a combat, play a gold gear token exhausted, and when I attack or defend, you may pay a red power, and if you do, give me +2 might this turn. So I have this as a 1 of, and the reason for that is I think this pretty much only belongs as your chosen champion in Draven. And this is by no means a bad unit at all. It's just that red has such insane units across the board that are so broken. Like,
The artist's name is 6 More Vodka. Nice. It's -12. Damn, that's cold, silly.
even this card, which would be broken in a lot of other colors, is
It's -12 Celsius here. Eh? 6 corners is interjet. Because 12.
just not even good in a lot of red decks. Like, I'm pretty sure this will only ever be played in Draven. I think there's a chance that, like, if for some reason there are other, I don't know, like if the might becomes really important, for example, then you may see Draven in other decks.
Wait,
but
attack or defend?
I think almost every time you'd rather have a red Kaisa, which can draw you a card and has accelerate.
Yeah, but red Kaisa's $100
Like in some holy red decks,
Okay.
okay, but outside of that, I don't see it. So I'm just gonna leave it at I think it'll probably be expensive.
maybe for the people who don't have $100 per card.
So yeah, just one.
Man, I'm good.
Otherwise, you can wait on him a little bit. And the last card in red that is going on the buy list is Rumble Hot-Headed. And Rumble's gonna be a 3 of. Rumble is a 4 energy, 4-might unit that says,
Okay, this makes more sense why I'm like every fucking card is amazing. He's going over like the buy list only. These are like the you gotta buy them cards. No wonder that every fucking card looks insane.
your mechs have assault, including himself. And when I conquer, you may recycle another friendly unit to play a mech from your trash. Reduce its energy cost by the might of the unit you recycle. So this is a really
When you conquer, so no power cost. He has 5 power on an offense. When you conquer, you can have like if you have 2 mechs in your graveyard, you take the big mech and you put it on the bottom, and then the other mech is free. What the fuck? How is that not like the thing? Somebody else has entered the chat. What's up, Ginkgo?
insane card. If you're playing it in a mech deck, right? Giving all of your mechs assault 1
Is
them
already
actually have
awesome.
Pretty strong like attacking potential, right? Because like currently Rumble's legend passive only really benefits on defense, but you're gonna get a lot of mechs. And
I don't know what Rumble's legend
with a
passive is.
8 cost mech that gives all your mechs ganking, for
But
example.
yeah. What? I want to play mechs. Or you take a tap mech in base and turn it into a mech anywhere else. Almost like you almost never got caught slacking in a battlefield. I mean, when you recycle a mech, I mean, recycle another friendly unit. Yeah. So, like, wait. Oh. So, recycle, I thought meant to specifically take it from the trash and put it on the bottom. So, you have to recycle something on the field. Okay. That makes it less insane. I think I'm sick. I'm sweating and my window's open. Well, why would you have your window open? Oh, because you're sweating. That makes more sense. Well, I hope you get better.
Just playing Rumble and you're putting all your guys on one of the battlefields, you can just move them over and you'll have really strong attacks with the Red Rumble. The fact that it doesn't have a power cost is also insane. It can be a great chosen champion unit for Rumble.
I mean, the no power cost is already nuts.
And the bottom effect, although I think it's like, it kind of reads as stronger than the rest of the card, but it honestly doesn't come up as much as you'd think. But it is definitely pretty strong, especially if you lose one of your important mechs. You can maybe recycle one of your mech tokens.
Yeah. Friendly unit is the equivalent of a creature. Yeah. It is. Well, don't die, silly.
You can see it that way as well. So yeah, 3 of the Rumble.
Go take a bath. A hot bath.
Rumble will also be a 3.
And sweat it out.
So that was it for red. I'll have all the units.
Oh, that's kind of neat that he did it like this.
Cards.
It's just Draven.
Here, this way.
I'm Draven.
Overview, and we'll move on to green. Alright, the first card we've got for green is Guardian Angel, and this is going to be a 3 of. It is a 2 energy equipment.
If I would die, kill Guardian Angel instead.
Cost.
Heal me, exhaust me, and recall me.
Good. So it gives 1 might, but it also says
that's so much better than Zonia's. But Zonia's doesn't cost a power.
So for those of you who played in set 1, this has a very similar effect to Zonia's Hourglass.
But you get a choose.
That it's going to save. So
that's so much better.
If you played a bunch of 2-drops, for example, and you had Zonia's on board, the Zonia's would just trigger when the first unit you control would die.
Yeah.
So if your opponent's playing on Zonia's, they just kill your 2-drop. And force Zonia's to.
That's why all the good Zonia's decks turned 1 Zonia's, turned 2 a 4-drop, and they just didn't play cheap creatures.
Lets you control the unit that will be saved by it, which is really good. It is a little bit more expensive.
The power cost is rough.
But it also does give you that 1 might bonus as well. So in a lot of Protect the King decks, for example, like Irelia, maybe even Yasuo from set 1, the green one, this will be a staple in those kinds of decks.
Yeah.
Going forward, and picking up through these is
for sure.
All right, next up is Spellsonger, which will also be a 3.
The fuck is Spellsonger?
So this is really similar to the equipment from red, the Skyfall of Arion. It just has a really broken effect now. I'll read it out now. So it's 3 energy, 1 green power, as a 1 energy, 1 green power equip cost, which is a little more expensive.
So it costs 4 and 2.
Copy that unit's text to this equipment's effect text for as long as this is attached to it. So effectively, what this does is it copies whatever unit text.
You can have Ari doubled
twice from its unit text. So this is really strong in combination with cards like Warren, for example, which basically gives.
What's Warren do? Holy shit! Deflect 4. When you play me, you may equip one of your equipment to me for 1 less, even if it's already attached. You see, like even if it's already attached is why I think that you can't take something that's already equipped. I think once gear is equipped to somebody, you can't re-equip it unless that person dies. I think it's how it works in this game. But that's insane because you're gonna get the deflect and the weapon master, so it goes 2 less, and you're gonna have the +2 for each friendly gear. That's pretty good.
And +2 might for each gear, or on units like Blue Ezreal, which we'll cover later, which basically.
When I attack or defend, deal damage equal to my might to an enemy here. I don't deal combat damage. That would trigger twice. I don't know if that's as good. Because there's only as far as I know, there's only Vengeance that says kill a creature. Everything else is like deal damage. And so if he's got deflect, even if they play Vengeance says you have to pay 2 power costs, and then he's got deflect 4, so they have to have 6 power up, and they have to sack all their lands. He's a fucking Armageddon, and he just gets to sit there, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna sit here until you Armageddon yourself. Dude, that seems pretty fucking crazy. He just took a shower. All right. Well, let's say you conquer one side with a 3 might, and then the other side with Rumble. You sack the 3 side, play the new mech where Rumble is. Yeah, and then just hold? Yeah. And then just play Watcher and win? Yeah. Watcher. Like Thousand Tail Watcher? Then I was thinking more of you just play Time Warp for your Ari deck.
Card effects, and as the game goes on, they're going to print even more strong card effects on a bunch of different cards.
Yeah. Since the card is going to be illegal for 3 years, it seems like...
Potentially, right?
It seems like
for sure 3 of.
This is they shouldn't print this. Because they print this, they have to be aware. They can't print anything good in any green combination. So what's the opposite of the green? It's calm. So then it's fury. So they can only print strong shit in red, which they are doing. Okay, all right. Maybe they're keeping it in mind when like to never put the green red together and to like never put purple and whatever to never mix the colors. The
Even if you're not playing green right now,
the opposite ones.
Aurelia, for example, or orange. I don't know what deck's gonna run this in Spiritforged. Probably just gonna be mainly orange.
Gotta learn your color wheel. I never learned my color wheel. Green red is set 4.
This is also gonna be a 3 of.
Why would this be a 3 of? This seems like wieners. This shit needs to. I need some way to make my equipment have action speed. It doesn't even need to be reaction speed. It just needs to be action speed. What? Hold my hand.
A 3 energy, 1 power gear that reads tap me.
It's first Christmas bub.
+3 might this turn. So this is a really strong effect. The main downside of it is that it can only be used on your turn, so it can only be used on offense. But giving green decks an offensive capability like this is really good, right? Green decks are generally, they like to hold, right? When you think of Yi, you think of Ari. Those decks lack a way to actually contest the board.
Agreed.
So this is a great way for them to
Agreed.
get that might edge, right? When they normally may not have that. So
no, shut up.
It's a good card. I think it'll probably
Disagree.
be 1 or 2 of in most decks in Spiritforged that are going to use it, but I think having 3 copies is safe just in case. So next up we've got Janna. This will be a 3 of on the buy list.
This thing is crazy.
1 green power, 3 might unit that has reaction. And it also reads, when you play me, heal your units here, and then move an enemy unit from here to its base.
Crazy. That's so good. The only downside is you have to own the battlefield. Like, imagine if you didn't. So you're like, turn 1, gust. Turn 2, Janna gusted away again. That'd be so funny. I realize the 3 might, this is double my might when I attack or defend. Oh, that's fucking scary.
So there's 2 main uses.
That sounds...
It's going to be either using it as a heal. So, for example, if your opponent plays, like, I don't know, a Singularity to chunk your, like, 8 might unit down to 2 health and then move into the unit, Janna can heal the unit during the combat and make it so your big unit doesn't die.
Mine's taking so long.
Honestly, and
because
use it pre-errata.
You gotta give that mun. Once you sub, you earn points faster. That's how Twitch works.
Green decks that may not have action, but still want that flight effect. And it's also just, it's a pretty decently sided body as well. So I think this card, although it might not see that much play in Spiritforged, because I don't think it really fits in that many decks, it's still a very solid card.
I'm broke.
You can definitely see play later on, so I recommend picking up through these.
Me too.
Alright, next up is Green Irelia, and this is going to be a 3 of. And for those of you who don't know, this is a 5 energy, 4 might unit that has Deflect, and it also says, when you choose a ready me, give me +1 might this turn. And this is going to be, obviously, in a lot of, pretty much every Irelia deck. This is their main win condition. Is
when you
like,
choose or ready.
Around and you know, score both points. And
doesn't it just ready at the start of every turn, so it's always at 5?
She turns all of the targeting buffs, as well as gear attachments, into might buffs, right? So, I'll give +3. This one will now give +3. Heart of Dark Ice that we just talked about will now give +4. Attaching a Guardian Angel will give +1 extra might, right? Like, there are so many interactions.
Oh, the equip triggers it too.
She turns into like this mini Vi. Not mini Vi. She turns into like a bigger Vi that has Deflect. That is really hard for your opponent to deal with.
Deflect's pretty nuts.
Obviously, this is going to be used in Irelia decks, but I think it also has room in a lot of other decks. Like Ari, for example, uses a lot, right? Like decks that use a lot of disciplines on guards, things like that, right? We'll really want to use this Irelia as well. So, as Green gets more of these buffs as well, this card will just get better and better, so I recommend picking up 3 of these. Now, onto the legend-specific cards.
You got to think about how long the game's going to be around.
And I'm going to say...
When you play me or when I hold, look at the top 4 cards of your main deck. You may reveal a gear from among them and draw it. Then put the rest on the bottom. Seems pretty fucking good.
He's a 3 of, although I know it's kind of weird because I don't think he's that good right now. He's a 5 energy, 1 green power, 5 might, and he reads, when you play me or when I hold, look at the top 4 cards.
What size? Much! Trigger this intercuck.
So, effectively,
Orn plays Nocturne.
Deck which is mostly gear, or a lot of gear.
But
this is most of the time
the other Orn was blue. So that means Orn is green-blue and Nocturne's purple.
And if you're ever going to be able to hold, which green decks can do, and I'm sure if the meta changes, like holding will be a little more viable, this gets even more value from that. So I do think in the current Orn decks, you may want to have this as an option, either as a 1 of, maybe a 2 of, but I don't think it's better than blue Orn right now. But I'd still recommend picking up 3 of these because
the blue Orn seems insane.
For this card to be really good. All right, last up we've got Azir Ascendant, and this is only going to be a 1 of.
I read that wrong.
Azir is a 6 energy, 1 green, 6 unit, which reads, action, choose unit you control, move me to its location and it to my original location. If it's equipped, you may attach one of its equipment to me, use only once per turn. So this is
Whoa! Finally, an ability that isn't on your own turn. Like, on a creature. A 6 for 6 is pretty good. And then choose a unit control and you get a swap location. It has the Tidebinder swap on it. If it's equipped, you may attach one of its equipments to me. Holy shit. Trigger the inner cock. Israel is also action. Well, I didn't fully read him. I thought his was just whenever he would attack or defend, he shoots at him.
Can be used whenever, right? It's an action speed effect.
Yeah.
Once per turn. So you can use it on your turn, you can use it on your opponent's turn. This is a really cool card.
Wait. Use one. Yeah.
And I think Azir decks will probably want to have one of these potentially as the chosen champion in some matchups.
That seems pretty fucking good.
This feels like a really good option for them to have. I do think Azir's other champion is pretty good too, but I think you're going to mostly just see this in Azir. So if you're playing Azir, I'd recommend picking one of these up. Otherwise, I think it may have some room in some other token decks as well, but probably not. So if you're going to play Azir, pick one of these up.
That seems really strong.
All the cards up over here. So you just want the summary.
I'm an Azir now.
Whatever.
I used to be
My
Draven.
two favorite colors, blue.
Blue.
First off, we've got Bel's Wrath. It is a 1 energy, 1 blue power spell, which has action and repeats, and it says deal 1 to up to 3 units at the same location. So at first, I wasn't that big on this card, but after testing a lot and playing versus some of the decks, like it's very clear that this is an amazing card, particularly synergizing with minus might effects or cards like Imperial Decree. This can just become a huge board wipe and swing up the game.
Oh shit.
So basically, how you're gonna want to use this is you combo it with Watcher, or you combo it with Imperial Decree, or other, you know, sort of might effects or insta kill effects, and like you can just clear the board with 2 cards, right? Super strong. And I think if they print more synergies with this card, it's going to get even stronger. So for sure, pick 3 up.
They do print
So this card might be a little
field
bit
wipes.
but I do
You
recommend
could play those instead.
And a lot of you probably don't even know
What the fuck is this?
It is a 3 energy equipment, and it gives +2 might when attached.
Play all units
Now,
banished with this?
banishment. So a lot of you might be wondering, like, why would you want to do that?
What?
So the effect of tapping this gear
Oh.
attached is you pay 3 energy, 1 power, you banish the equipment itself, so you banish the 0 drive, and then you play all units banished by the 0 drive, ignoring their costs. So some things you can do with this card, you attach it to, I don't know, a couple of drop orders throughout the game, right? Maybe a 1,000-tail Watcher. When you tap the 0 drive, you can swing the game and play all of those accelerated units or just really strong units, and
I think this card sucks.
you can just turn the game on its head on that turn. So
Right? Like, isn't this just a trap card? It doesn't do shit. I guess it builds inevitability. Like, that's a lot of inevitability, actually. Oh, I don't know. This one's hard. So, a lot of the game comes down to, like, card economy. And I guess, like, this breaks that so much. But and what I've learned, I just need to become more willing to take turns off, and like it's okay if your opponent gets 2 points ahead of you, so long as they, like, if they're going from like 1 to 3 or like from 2 to 4, hell, even if they're going from like 3 to 5, it's fine. It's just you don't want them to get to 6 because then you're in the danger zone. And I guess letting them get a couple points for in return giving you double units might be okay. Interesting. Yeah, but then your baited hook costs even more. Baited hook is orange, right? What's blue-orange? Because that's mind and body. There aren't any blue-orange, right?
I've been very lightly testing this card. I think it has a lot of potential, and as there's really strong, like especially with accelerated units or units that have really strong on-play effects, this card has a lot of synergy with. So
yeah, the accelerate units I think are good.
Currently, I'm not too sure, but I think it has potential. So
I think it could become broken.
All right, next up we've got
like that's a card that could create. That card could create like a combo deck. I think when you play me, you.
Energy, 3 might
oh, he's gonna say.
It says when you play me, you and each opponent may play a gold gear token exhausted. For each opponent who did, you play a gold gear token exhausted. So basically, the battle cry says it either A gives you a gold gear token exhausted, or B it gives you 2 gold gear tokens exhausted and your opponent 1. So you're always gonna get the plus side of the trade here. It doesn't matter if you're.
When you play me, you and each opponent may play gold. May play gold, and then if they do. Oh yeah, that's pretty damn cool. 3 for 3, no power cost, and then it gives you gold tokens. It actually makes you a power. It's a 3 for 3 that makes you 1 power guaranteed, and it might make you 2 power. That card actually seems pretty damn good. Baited hook is yellow? I thought it was the orange.
Takes the
oh shit.
You're pretty happy with it either way. It's just a gold for free. This is one of the more consistent ways to actually earn gold.
Then you can play baited hook in fucking Victor. That seems awesome. Or Renata.
Some of the problems with.
I guess you were playing it with Renata,
You can't
but
always conquer with them or move them that freely, so
it makes
it's
sense.
just really consistent. 3-drop that does it for you. There's no power cost or anything, so really solid card. I can definitely see this kind of similar.
I like this.
Portal being a like sideboard inclusion for when you go second, or even maybe in some decks that may want to go second and just play 3-drops instead of 2-drops. Who knows? There's a lot of good 3-drops to set, so has potential. All right, next up is also pretty controversial. I'm gonna recommend you buy 1 copy of Hextech Anomaly. You can.
Pay any amount. Yeah. This is fucking Channel Fireball. I agree. Buy a copy of this card. If anything's gonna get broken, it's gonna be something like this. Oh my god, she's clawing at the door, dude. Do you really need to go outside that bad? Come on, you just went. You just went before I started the stream. You just peed. Come on. You're not peeing, you're playing. Get inside. Come on. No, inside. Come on. You're not even going to the bathroom. Hey. Listen. Go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change my mind. No, you can't have that. Sorry, I changed my mind. That was cute. Changed my mind. I got her or she ran outside, sprinted to the far side of the yard, grabbed a stick, and then ran back inside. And I was like, okay, you can have a stick. And then I was like, you know what? No, never mind. You can't have a stick. Because last time I let you have a stick, you absolutely destroyed it, and there was wood chips all over the floor. Excuse me. Okay. Well, you enjoy stomping around. Joining them in the stomping.
Probably go up to 3. I'm gonna assume this card's gonna be really cheap, but what this card does is a 3 energy, 1 power gear, and it says you can tap it at reaction speed to pay any amount of power to add that much energy. For those who don't understand what this really does is you can basically recycle a bunch of runes, so maybe you recycle 10 runes, it'll give you 10 energy to spend on this turn. So currently, I'm not too sure when you'd want to play this card, but in the future, if you ever want to play a combo that costs a lot of energy, this can be possible, right? Like even a combo costing 20 energy, right? If you recycle 8 runes, 12 runes, that's 20 energy.
Oh, yes.
Make it happen. So maybe there's some messed up combo with Heimerdingers and Renatas using Hexagon only, like, so it won't win in one turn. I can definitely see that happening, right? Deck ever becomes good. This card be expensive. I
Wait.
recommend you pick them up while they're cheap.
Wait.
Cheap on release, so.
Hold on. The Renata says delete 4, right? Oh, you heard me stomping. No, I was yelling at the dog. I was clapping. I was like, come on. Easy time walk. Yeah. But no, because time walk has 4 fucking power, dude. And it costs 10. All right. Let's think. If you have 6 mana and you float all 6, you cast this, you have 3 remaining, and then you can... No, because you still need 4 to delete. I don't know, man. I don't know. It might not be with Time Walk. I want it to be with Time Walk, but I don't think it can be. Rift bound Time Walk. No, don't show me a roadmap. What? Time Warp. Fuck you. It shows me a roadmap of the damn game. Yeah, 4. Oh, I don't know, man. Maybe she's gonna add some seals or whatever. God, I could have bought it for 60 the other day. Literally, I was in the store and I was like, "How much you got that for?" And he said 60, and I said, "Nope, no, thank you." Yeah, the gold token's true. That's a big deal about it.
All right, so next up we've got Jace.
But wait, hold on. While we're looking at other cards, while we're looking up stuff, what is the blue Renata called? Holy shit! What the hell are you pulling up? Rift Baden. Yeah, you gotta sack 4 power for it. This is just delete 4, score a point, which I think is really good, honestly. This card seems nuts. You lose some power, but you get like, you can only be at a battlefield. We agreed when Heimer copies this, he doesn't get that use a battlefield because he just copies the abilities, and that's like a passive text. Not beer.
I imagine it's gonna be cheap on release, so
Not beer.
1 3 copies. All right, so next up we've got Jace, Man of Progress, who's going to be a 3 of on the buy list. He is a 4 energy, 4 might unit that reads, when you play me, you may kill a friendly gear. If you do, you may play a gear with energy cost no more than 7 from your hand this turn, ignoring its energy cost. So the obvious synergy with Jace is with the yellow gear. It's like the armory, costs 7, and it's like you can tap.
Holy shit. Wow. You can, wow. You can swarm the field. Yeah, you turn 1 some other gear. Turn 2 Jace, sack it, and drop the Vanguard Armory. I mean, the odds of getting those getting the 3-card combo off of 6 cards is pretty low. But it's going to happen some percentage of the time. I'm watching somebody else look at cards that he thinks are must-haves from the next set of Riftbound card game. It plays a lot like Magic, but instead of trying to kill your opponent, you're trying to play King of the Hill. So this card costs 4 mana. You get 2 mana per turn. So this is a card you can play on turn 2. And it has 4 power because this is a creature, specifically a champion creature. It's a unit. Sorry, not a creature. It's a unit. And then it's saying you can sack a gear to play a gear. They cost 7 or less, so you could instantly throw out the Vanguard Armory. Well, yesterday I gave you that and you drink beer. Well, yeah, but since you said not beer, I didn't drink the beer right next to me. I'm never going to get monetized on YouTube. I have 0, because I'm drinking beer, not because of the viewers.
Man, you play 3 recruits. That is a pretty common combo in a lot of victory decks right now. And I think this card is just going to be really strong if they ever print good gear in any other colors that blue can combo with. And even like
Is it what Zelda was talking about yesterday about you got into a card game? Zelda has gone to a tournament for this card game. Okay. And she did fantastic. She had 2 victories and a loss. So out of 3 rounds, she won 2 of them. Pretty damn good. So maybe you need to talk to her about her card game addiction. Okay? Okay. Yeah.
5, 6, 4, like 4, 5, 6 cost gear will all be really good. Like if you can just kill a gold gear token, right? To cheat out something huge.
You can just kill a gold gear token.
Do the armory combo. I'd recommend buying this right now. But if it's ever cheap and you just see it, I'd pick up 3. Really good card. All right, so next up is Renata Galask Mastermind. I'm gonna conservatively put her as a 1 of on the buy list. I think you can safely buy 3 if she's really cheap, but I think you'll probably only need 1, and I'll explain why in a second.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be
4 might unit, and she has a bunch of different abilities. So the first one reads 1 energy, 1.
Dude, if you just hold to like 9 mana, you can just drop her and then instantly score a bonus point. Like, holy shit. That's actually pretty good. If you, like you're at 6, holding 1 battlefield, your opponent like stacks up on the other battlefield, right? You hold the 7, and then you just play her directly to the battlefield and then delete your other 4 lands. Oh, you're right. Oh, shit. I don't know how to read. Thanks, Artski. You're right. It's a tap on this one. All right, so you have Heimerdinger out, and you just play her. I can't read. All right, good point. Thanks. Keeping me in check.
Power to draw 1. The next one is a tap ability, which reads you have to pay 4 energy and 4 power, and you tap Renana and you can score 1 point.
Heimer would work and be funny. Yeah, and with Heimer, you don't even have to play her if she's your champion, right?
A really important distinction to note with this card is the first ability, the draw 1, doesn't require you to tap her. So you can play her straight to a battlefield and draw 1. Or
yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. If you play her to the field and then refresh your hand, that's what I was talking about.
I do think that she's going to be more of a combo piece, kind of similar to the gear. So I think in a lot of combo decks, like you probably only need 1 copy of them. I'm gonna assume you're like
with the card sharp.
Pull this combo off anyway. So
I mean, I saw you.
You know, if you can get 3
I saw your first one. I just don't know what sharp is.
Renana decks will probably play this as a 1 of. But yeah, otherwise it's a decent card.
She's fine. She's playing with the Oculus right now.
Have that. But yeah, pick up 3 if they're cheap. All right, and now we've got Ornn, Forge God.
Yeah, this dude looks insane.
This card is phenomenal. It is a 6 energy 4 might unit that has Deflect 2. It has Weapon Master, so when you play Ornn, he can attach a gear to himself for free. And he also has +1 might for each friendly gear. So this
seems
card,
insane.
Some people think of it as like a Timmy card, but I think it's
oh, the Weapon Master only triggers when he enters. Okay, I thought it was just you may. Whenever I read this earlier, whenever you flash it on the side as like a side note for some other card, yeah, I thought it was just always you equip him for 1 less. That still seems pretty nice. He's like people are looking at this as a Timmy card. I'm now kind of looking at it like a Timmy card, but man, if you have Guardian Angel to put on this guy, oh my god, like what are they supposed to do? Armageddon all of their lands to kill him once and he revives? Like, what if you just play this dude as your champion? You have 2 more of this guy in your deck, and then all you do is play Zonias and and Guardian Angel. Like, you're just gonna be like, yeah, you can get the first few points, then this son of a bitch is coming. There's gotta be some gear that gives ganking, right? So you can just like move this fucking tank across the field and destroy everybody. Slow Song makes this card really crazy. Yeah, that's when he mentioned this as a side note. You're right, that's the name of the card. I know what the card was when he mentioned it as a side note. I just didn't know its name. But yeah, that's the one that like doubles all the text. So he's got Deflect 4 and +2 for each friendly gear.
Unit. This is gonna replace Mundos.
So I haven't seen all the cards in the list. I almost only know the cards he's mentioned. The exception is the cards Alan has mentioned to me. So those are like the only things I know about this set.
Right, in a lot of lists. It's because it has no power cost. You can just play it on curve on turn 3 and it's solid.
So can I explain the game? Oh yeah. Sorry, Max. Jax is crazier. He skipped Jax, but that's the real buy one of. All right, so let me just pull up like the Riftbound playmat, because then I can show how the game works way easier. No, not Etsy. Oh, fine, fuck it. Yeah, Etsy, her. That actually had a really good looking image. All right, so you have your deck of cards, and you have a mana deck in this game. So you untap, do the start of the game effects, and then you draw from both. So just like Hearthstone, you draw 2 mana instead of 1. Hearthstone's 1, but you get 2 lands at the start of every turn, and then you draw 1 card. You start the game with 4 cards. It's a 40 card deck. The goal is there's 2 battlefields up here, and if you attack a battlefield with a unit and you win, you gain control of the battlefield, you get a point. And if at the start of your next turn you still own that battlefield, you get another point. And then it's just the first to 8 wins. And then there's a caveat that says you can't get your last point by attacking a single battlefield. So your last point has to come from either attacking both battlefields or by holding for a whole turn. So that's the game. You just play units out and then you attack the battlefields. Up here, these little 2 slots is you choose a champion and a legend to be like always present. And the legend is like a passive effect. And then the champion is just 1 creature that sits off to the side. It's considered as in your hand and you can play it. So like this card we're looking at here is a champion. So you can set this up to be essentially the mascot of your deck. And so you're guaranteed to be able to play him once per game, even if you only have 1 of them in your deck. But you can also run the others in the deck. But yeah, that's how the game works. Are you married? If you liked it, then you should put a ring on it. No, I'm not married. I'm still sweaty. Was it from me?
Otherwise, you know, the effect is really strong in any gear-focused deck. An important thing to note is this isn't limited to equipment. This also counts things like seals, gold gear tokens. So
I thought it was +1 for each friendly gear attached to him. Holy shit. I can't read the words on the card, but I can imagine other words that aren't on the card. Because I have insane brain. Have you played, like... I have a much hotter femboy boyfriend. Well, it's... You haven't seen my titties. My titties are nice and juicy. If you've played like Magic the Gathering, it's like Magic. You play creatures and you attack your opponent, but instead of attacking your opponent, you're moving those creatures onto a field. You're like playing Magic the Gathering, but King of the Hill style. Like there's two hills, and you're trying to control them. It's pretty good.
example, it has a lot of synergy with Ornn and can get into really big numbers, right? Like,
listen, I was tested and they said no. They said I was the closest you could get to being autistic without them giving me the label. And I was really on point that day, okay? I tried really hard. So I was focused. I was locked in for that test. So probably most days.
no origin numbers. So really, really strong. I highly recommend picking up 3 of these. I think he has potential in more than just Ornn decks. Like I'm testing him in Teemo, for example, and he's doing pretty well. Especially as an answer to like spell heavy decks, right? Having to pay Deflect 2 is really expensive. So, all right, on to the champion specific cards. I think if you want to play some combo deck, mainly I'm thinking with Ornn.
If you want to play some what?
Cards. I think if you want to play some combo-y deck,
I'm
thinking with Ornn, the legend Ornn right now. Ezreal Dashing is a pretty good card. And you're going to want 3 of them. So
that's the action. Yeah, the move back to your base. I thought whenever you told me about this, I didn't realize you had to pay a cost for it. I thought it was just like a thing he did.
This is the blue Ezreal, not the broken purple Ezreal that everyone's talking about. This is 4 energy, 1 power, 3 might. And its effect is when I attack or defend, deal damage equal to my might to an enemy unit here.
Not the broken purple Ezreal everyone's talking about.
You can also,
what the fuck's the purple Ezreal do? I thought this was the good one.
And at action speed, you can move him to your base. So he kind of has a, oh shit, like things are going wrong, let's go back to base, or like a hit and run style, right? Which is pretty thematic to League of Legends Ezreal. You can kind of see him as a baby version of Green Yasuo from Origins.
Yes.
Basically, it was like when
he is like
that.
that.
In and then you'd snipe a unit off, you know, with 6 might. And this Ezreal pretty much does the same thing. He has a lot of synergy though with gears. So things like Spellsonger and any other gear boost will make his effect do way more damage, right?
Yeah.
Or up to 2 units. So I think this has with a lot of the more tempo-y builds of Ornn. So I definitely recommend these if you're interested in that. Or any other like gear heavy decks with a lot of buffs. So alright, next up, this one's pretty obvious. Rumble Scrapper, you're gonna want 3 of these if you're playing Rumble.
Dude, this game is like the best card game. If you like Hearthstone, if you like Bazaar, if you like playing roguelikes with card center, like where they present the stuff you're doing as cards. If you like card games, this game is freaking great.
It is a 5 energy, 1 power for my unit, and it reads, your mechs have +1 might, including me.
And Zelda has the shortest attention span of anybody I've ever met, and she loved this game.
It has a text of, when I hold, play a 3 might mech unit token to your base. So this is a really strong card in Rumble. And for those of you who haven't played versus Rumble yet, this...
Holy shit, dude. Your mechs have +1, including me, when you hold play 3 might mech in your base. And so it's going to be a 4 might mech in your base. And that other Rumble that said, like, you could recycle a mech, it wasn't for its power cost, it was for its might. So you could recycle the 4 might token from this dude, which cost you nothing, to then play something giant for only 3. All right, seems good.
Card and the whole mech package is surprisingly really strong. And Rumble can get to some really crazy might numbers due to all the synergies, you know, that he has, right? Like the shield on his legend, this card, the red Rumble with assault. Like, you know, you really don't expect how big these units can get. They get really big. So for sure, good units.
Oh yeah, big units.
Play a mech deck in the future that might be outside of Rumble. You're gonna want 3 of these. So here is a summary of the blue cards. Show up here.
Also, you guys might not know this,
Anyways,
but I have them on 1.25 speed.
I'll have the spreadsheeter doc below as well. So if you just want that, you can use that. Visual aid, then here you go.
I normally watch things on like 2x or 3x.
Here to help. And this is gonna be a 3 of on the buy list. Is a
Oh, it's a Poro spell. Look at that big cute son of a gun. He's got a big old... what does he do?
A 2 energy, 1 power, hidden card. So you can play a big power.
Oh
my god. And it reads, you may play a unit from hand to a battlefield you control, reducing its cost by 3 energy. So the main use cases for this are
whoa,
and on your opponent's turn, like cheating out a big unit, or even on your next turn, by only paying a power versus, paying 3 extra energy that you have to pay for playing the unit.
That's
pretty good,
really good.
The other use case is just playing it from hand to basically just slam a giant unit from your hand into battle when your opponent's attacking, right, on your opponent's turn.
That's
And both of these
really
uses are pretty
good.
although they're pretty niche. I'm not too sure if Here to Help will be that good in Spiritforged.
That's really good.
I think there's like an obvious combo with like Bryn here if you're playing Lucian. Like
This thing I just picked up 3 copies of because it was like 20 cents, and I think he's insane. Like, when you play me, opponents can't play cards this turn. It's silence on a giant stick, and like with all the hidden spells from Teemo, or like all the interaction from Yi and Kaisa and Annie, like, oh my, why isn't this guy just like main board? What do I do if my boyfriend is obsessed over toe jam? You put jam in between your toes.
Bryn here on your opponent's turn.
That's an easy solution.
Cool and all, but I don't know how
Oh, you want cuddles?
that's even a good thing to want to do.
Only if they're from you,
There's
Maximus.
gonna be pretty messed up unit abilities. I'd imagine that like happen on play.
Alan can
It's a
sometimes cuddle.
pretty awesome combo piece for those kind of decks. So I'd for sure buy 3 of these. Okay, so next up we've got Lucian Merciless or Orange Lucian, and this is going to be a 3 of on the
Weapon
bottom.
Master.
He's a 3 energy, 3 might unit that has Weapon
When you
Master,
play me.
and the first time I conquer each turn, ready me. This effect is really
First time you conquer ready me. So first of all, I fucking love 3 drops with no power. I think you can. So Ginkgo was already asking if there was any decks that want to go second, and the current answer is no. But if they make a bunch of things that are 3 with no power, then the answer becomes maybe. Because like, if your opponent goes first, they play a 2 drop for 2, and then you go second, you play a 3 drop for 3, and you just stare at them like, fucking take a battlefield and kill your dude for free. And they're like, man, seems pretty good. Are you your own boyfriend? Is that what's happening here? Because you said you're extra sweaty all day, and now you're saying that. Are you your own boyfriend? I think Silly is Silly's own boyfriend.
strong because he basically lets you do like
You just play the battlefield that channels an extra rune on turn 1, and then you do it on turn 1. I would say that's great, but that's really fucking risky because your opponent having 4 mana on turn 1 is like game over. It's
these hit and run tactics where you can conquer battlefield and then send him back to base. Or if you have some way to move him, you can conquer both battlefields and move him back to base. Or if you give him ganking, you can conquer one, gank to the other one, and just leave him there. And if he's strong enough, like that's might be good enough, right?
Where is
So
it?
every time I conquer each turn, ready me. This effect is really strong because he basically lets you do like these hit and run tactics where you can conquer battlefield and then send him back to base. Or if you have some way to move him, you can conquer both battlefields and move him back to base. Or if you give him ganking, you can conquer one, gank to the other one, and just leave him there. And if he's strong enough,
Ooh.
might be good enough, right? So,
Oh yeah, him with the ganking battlefield. That's pretty damn
just one of the
good.
premier like hit and run like aggressive units.
You get a score 2 on your first turn.
Plus, he has Weapon Master for free. So if you're playing him in a gear heavy deck, you get that added value of attaching a gear for free to him when you play him.
Yeah, what the hell? How overstated is this asshole? Like normally a 3 for 3 is what you get for 3, but then all this text down here costs the power. What the hell? Okay.
Super strong unit, I think. In a lot of orange decks, you're going to basically see him as one of your premier 3 costs, especially if you're playing gear.
This is your funny message. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come here, baby. I swear I'm not gay. Hey, baby. I'm sorry.
And it's going to be 3 copies on the buy list. And I'm honestly
Bone
not a big
Shiver.
fan of this card, and I was debating
Attach
on
this
whether I
to a
should include
unit
it,
you control.
but I decided just to be safe, I'll include it, even though I don't think it's very good.
When I conquer channel 1 rune
I'll
exhausted.
talk about it later, but I'll get to the card. So it is a 3 energy equipment that has +2
Ah.
and it says when I conquer channel 1 rune exhausted. It also has a slightly more expensive equip cost compared to most of the equipment. You have to do 1 power and 1 energy. So what is the problem with this card? It is just really slow. You have to play it for 3, and then you have to attach it. You have to recycle and pay power to attach it. So it is really slow.
What are you talking about? You're wrong. You play a 2 drop, and then you untap, play this for 3. You have 4 mana. When you untap, you delete your 4th land. Your 2 drop is now got 4 power, and you swing in and you kill your opponent. Well, no, they haven't done anything because you went first. But you then capture guaranteed, and you channel the rune you just deleted, and then from there it's all upside. I guess you then have to like move it back and then move it forward again. So I see it as slow, but you don't lose anything because you're guaranteed that first capture. They can't gust you once you give it +2. They can't do anything. The only time this card sucks is against Annie, because Annie gets to play the 2-drop and then untap 2 lands and stare at you. And then when you go to equip this, like, kill you, gotcha, bitch. That's the only time it's bad. Yeah, I see it as a little slow. Listen, Maximus, everyone on the internet is a guy, but as the streamer, I get to pretend all of you are women, even Alan. I'm not making you safe, you're not over the age. Can't make me come here now. You can cuddle Max as long as you're a guy. I can't make my baby mama jealous. You reply to my message. Most orange decks also want to play Kiana on turn 2, which is just better. Yes. Completely agree. Kiana is way better. But have you considered Kiana's 4 and 5? Or a build a Kiana?
Hello.
True in chat. I'm the best scorer.
On turn 1 or 2, and on the next one you're playing with like a weapon master unit, so you don't have to pay the cost. And then it's like okay. I think especially in like Fiora decks maybe, or like AB Lucian decks, it's okay. So I think
also, this gives Fiora Mighty.
I think it's okay. There is potential in the future if there's new weapon master units that come out, or other ways to like cheat the equip cost, or like if you really want to ram. I think
I'm pretty slow.
So I'm putting it tentatively on.
But also, you can only insult the streamer. You can't insult other chatters.
Right, next up is Trinity Force, and this is going to be a 3 of on the buy list.
Swill Song on Kiana. Swill Song on Kiana. So you double all of her text. So you get to channel 2 runes or 1 rune and draw a card. You're a very good boy, Maximus.
It is a 4.
You're a prime boy.
That reads, when I hold, score 1 point. It has a normal equip cost, so it's not more expensive.
Yeah, but cost 4 to give +2. That is wieners. Ignore this hold score point. I thought we were talking about how we don't want to hold.
It just has a really strong ability. So basically what this does is, if you're playing something like Master Yi, and you put this on your Pouty Poro, or not Pouty Poro, sorry, your Stalwart Poro, he's going to have 7 might while defending, and he's going to score you an extra point.
Don't make Yi better.
Really to your opponent because it just
holy shit, dude. That is so dumb. Yeah, you play a 2-drop. You play Poro. Move to take the field. Your opponent goes, yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to gust it or nothing. You're good. You got that. And then you go, sick. Here's Triforce. I'm going to equip it. And then, yeah, as a Yi, you get the +2 whenever he defends alone. And now he's already at 4 power, so he doesn't get shot by the lightning bolt. You have to use the Void Seeker or like a Falling Star with both triggers on him. Dude, Triforce is fucked up. Holy shit. Why did they make it a Yi color? Oh my god. That's so bad. Oh no, I'm stinky again.
While defending, and he's going to score you an extra point. So this is really threatening to your opponent because it just accelerates the game so much in your favor if they don't actually deal with the unit holding the Trinity Force. It is very expensive, that's for sure. So I don't think it's like an auto include in like every hold orange deck, but I do think there are a lot of meta implications with this card. There's a lot of synergies with this card, right? Like Skyfall of Arion. Like I don't think it's that good right now.
Skyfall of Arion.
More synergy.
The hell's that? Skyfall of Arion? Is that what he said? Riftbound? What is this? Oh wait, this is the card he showed earlier. My hold effects also conquer. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Your ad blocker preventing you from loading. Anyways, we got to see it already. Yeah, your conquer and hold effects are on both. That does seem pretty good.
With this card. So I would definitely pick up 3 copies of this if you can. Super
hell
card.
yeah, daddy-o. Yeah.
Hold decks. Right now, like Yi is gonna want this, and maybe some other decks too. So, all right, next up we've got Jax Unrelenting or Orange Jax, and he's gonna be a 3 of on the buy list. He is a 4
What's this guy do?
Power 3 might unit that has Weapon Master and it has the effect: when you attach equipment to me, you may pay 1 energy to draw 1.
Oh.
This is also a card that I don't think is that strong, but it does give orange decks a potential draw engine.
Draw power is
so
good.
If you have equipment on board when you play him, he will equip the equipment for free and he'll draw you a card. Obviously you have to pay the 1 energy, but even then, it's not bad.
Oh,
like in a late
only
scenario,
3 power.
I can see this guy just being like an amazing top deck. You play him, you attach all your equipment, and you refill your hand. I was trying to test this in Lucian.
I think he's a
but
one
it might
of.
be okay in there. Otherwise, it's just orange card draw, right? Like that always has the potential to be pretty good.
Just orange card
So
draw.
if these cards are cheap, like I'd just pick them up. All right, next up is one of the strongest orange cards, Akshan, and this is a 3 of on the buy list. Akshan is a 4 energy.
All right, hold on. Well, let's go here. Riftbound Jax. The green one is like you reduce. It's a spinny blade, right? Well, that's his power. That's his main thing. I don't care about his main. No. Why is Rift Bound GG blocked? An ad blocker is preventing me from loading the page. Don't lie to me. It is not preventing you from loading the page. Click on the service you're using to resolve it. Shut your face hole. I don't know what I'm using. The fact that you load for a quarter of a second before you go away means I know you're working just fine. You wiener. All right. Green jacks. Deflect. Yeah. Each equipment in your hand has quick draw, which gives it yeah, this seems way better. Seems way better. Being able to flash out your stupid shit seems really good. I like flashing out stupid shit. You play it. Attach it to a unit. So quick draw is react, and you don't have to pay the attach cost. Yeah, that seems pretty good. That seems pretty nice. While we're here, what the hell does Jack's Legend do? Attach a detached equipment you control to a unit control. Oh, attach an attached equipment you control to a unit control. Yeah, so you get to move attachments around already. I don't know if that's any good. I mean, it's probably good, but it's probably like less good than some of the other things. Don't drink beer. You're hydrating me. Hey, silly, it's Max's. So you know what? Max didn't say don't drink beer. So you know what? Modelo. It's not a beer, it's a cerveza. My toe hurts because of you. Your toe hurts because of your toe jam? Are you ignoring that you don't have to pay a power for that equipment? No, I'm not. Nope, not at all. My toe hurts because it's kind of like Teemo. It's just then you have conflicting interest, I think, potentially. I don't know. Like you want to run a lot of equipment, but you want to run the creatures. But you want to run like spells because the spells are really strong in this game. That's why I think that might be like, but it might be really good. I can see it being both, but like also like moving it around. Like you can already like attach things. It's like again, it's like Teemo, right? Like it's literally Teemo for equipment. Like when you hide something, you have to delete a land normally. Teemo lets you not have to delete a land. So it's like it's the exact same thing for equipment, and I'm not sure how good that is. And then like flashing out training force costs 4. Pretty expensive.
Energy 4,
but it might be good.
Has Weapon Master.
All right, hold on.
Screw this back. 3 up on the buy list. Akshan is a 4 energy, 4 might unit that has Weapon Master. And he also has the additional effect of you may pay 2 orange power as an additional cost to play
when you play me.
If you play the additional cost, you basically get to steal one of your gear from your opponents. And if it's an equipment, you can attach it to Akshan, otherwise it goes to your base. Once Akshan leaves the board, you must return the equipment back to your opponent. So Akshan is actually really good in the Spirit.
What? Oh, until I lose. I was like, what part says you have to return it? Dude, that seems really good. A 4 for 4 is pretty good. And then you get to steal something, but you time walk yourself. I mean, I guess you only steal something that's good, but you know, it's fine if you're time walking yourself. Because you time walk them. Because you took whatever they did for a turn. This seems really good. 6 more vodka again. Yeah, this seems really good. It's in Sona colors. Sona gets a thingy? My feet don't get sweaty. That's my boyfriend. I told you. Well, you said you're all sweaty.
Because there is a lot of gear running around.
Yeah.
Yes, you can maybe
this guy seems pretty good.
Which would be epic, but
no, Sona is in green. Jax is green orange. Oh, gotcha.
More reasonably, you can steal something like Irelia's Guardian Angel and then maybe kill her, right?
Ooh, that's a good point.
I don't know, Miracle Driven Seals. It's not even that bad to do that. Like, I guess you have to pay 2 power to do it, so it's like it just depends on how easy
stealing.
Even if you don't play the additional effect,
like Guardian Angel.
For might, and it has Weapon Master, which is pretty solid, right? Like if you're playing like one of the gear decks, right? Like Fiora, Lucian, whatever.
This one doesn't have the reminder text on Weapon Master.
And that's a really fat unit for your opponent to deal with next turn. So really solid card. You're gonna want this for sure in your orange decks on your main or your sideboard. So pick 3 of them up. Next up for the legend specific cards, I've got Fiora Peerless or Orange Fiora. She is a 3 energy 1 power, 3 might unit that reads, when I attack or defend 1-on-1, double my might this combat. So I think this card has a potential. Yes,
So it's not like, oh, you said like Fiora doubles their attack when they attack, but it's only in a one-on-one battle. Interesting. Have a nice night.
you get to go up to 6 might, even without any buffs or anything when you're fighting 1-on-1. And I think a lot of people don't realize, but a lot of Riftbound combat is actually 1-on-1. What Fiora might force your opponent to do is send in a smaller unit along with a bigger unit to get around this effect. But then
A lot
this
is
then like trading off a small unit. It's pretty cool, and there's also ways you can kind of enable this ability, like especially in purple. Where
Yeah, in purple you can like push shit around.
To kind of give yourself the.
I am trapped in the basement.
She's really scary in your base as well, right? Like your opponent is going to be scared to conquer. With
Well,
one
then
unit only,
get your ass to sleep.
Red Kaisa or even Darius, right? Like this will just swing over both those units. So it has a lot of potential. I'm not too sure if it's even in Fiora or even Yi decks right now, but I think it's for sure worth exploring and holding on to.
Why wouldn't this be in a Yi deck?
A card that's pretty good into the meta.
Because Yi gets that +2 when they defend, attack or defend alone, and it's like a 10 power.
So what Yone does is he's a 5 energy, 1 power, 5 might unit. He has Weapon Master. He also has the ability of when I conquer an open battlefield, deal damage equal to my might to an enemy unit in base. So I tried.
When I conquer an open battlefield, deal
I
damage.
first started my Spiritforged testing and like Yone like orange purple decks, but it just kind of
In
fell
a
to Disneyland.
base.
So I kind of stopped. But I do still see the potential. Maybe if you just use him as a solid unit instead of trying to force like a combo with him with like Ride the Wind or Fighter Flights or whatever. Like that was there, and I think if there's more tools that Yone can
I don't know.
use later on.
I should invite you to my house so you can free me from the basement. Well, if I'm trapped in the basement, I can't invite people over.
Combination, Yone can be pretty good. So I pick up 3, especially with sheep. That was it for orange. Once again,
They only
play the cards.
let me stream to make things appear normal.
All right, now moving on to my all-time favorite color and the best color in Spiritforged.
Purple. Purple.
So first up, we're gonna
Swamps.
Which is 3 copies. On
This thing is nuts.
Switcheroo is a 2 energy, 2 power spell that has both hidden
Insane.
and action. And it reads, swap the mights of 2 units at the same battlefield this turn.
Insane.
I'm a huge fan of this card. The main use case for Switcheroo is if you have a small unit, maybe you're holding with a small unit, and you have Switcheroo hidden at a battlefield, your opponent then they can't send in a bigger unit because you're just going to swap the mights, and then your unit's going to be bigger this turn. And like, this can really mess people up, like especially if they send in like a pretty medium to large size unit, and they get swapped with like, I don't know, maybe you have a treasure hunter at a battlefield, right? And they swing with Darius. Boom, like their Darius is now 1 might, your treasure hunter is now 7 might, and if they have other units, for example, in their base, they can't even swing over the
Hydrate.
so they can't do anything.
Cheers.
So Switcheroo has like a lot of really strong use cases like that. I think using it on the offense is also not bad. It is expensive, but you should kind of think of it similarly to Rebuke, where it is a way for you to pretty much delete just a larger unit. It's not as consistent as Rebuke because like they can somehow
chug,
afterwards, for example, but it's still a pretty good way to do it, and it has a lot of value because you can hide it, especially in decks like Teemo, or even in decks like Ezreal, which play a lot of seals and a lot of gold. Like
that,
I think it's not going to be a real cost as well.
That seems
So overall,
insane.
super good card, and is going.
Like, this card seems busted. You have to for it to be busted, you have to already own a spot. But if you own a spot, they can't like move in with creatures.
You have a lot of use cases going forward, and just adding a super powerful card to the hidden pool of Teemo is really great for that legend. So, all right, next up is Spirit Wheel, and I have this as a 2 of on the buy list.
Ooh.
It is a 2 energy gear that says when you choose a friendly unit, you may pay 1 energy and exhaust this to draw 1. Unlike other cards on my buy list, I don't think this is actually very good right now. However, I think that if the current Miracle Purple Engine gets errated or banned or something, like Spirit Wheel is actually a pretty amazing consistency tool for decks that choose their units a lot, right? So things like, especially green decks like Yasuo, Irelia, can draw a lot of cards off screen if they need it. I don't think that need is necessary right now, but this card will just get better and better with the more buffs that come out in the game. So
True.
Additional, like if Purple Ezreal or like
This is a hot. This is a
right now gets nerfed somehow. I think it's a pretty good option.
speculation pick.
So 2 of, but it's not that good right now. So if you don't want to buy it, that's fine. All right, next up is Last Rites, and I have it as a 2.
This card's insane.
It is a 3 energy equipment that gives +2 might, and the effect of the equipment is when I conquer or hold, you may play a unit from your trash. You still pay its costs. There's also a pretty unique equip cost, which
insane.
allows you to recycle 2 cards from your trash, along with the purple power cost that most gears have. So this card, I wasn't too big on it when I got teased, but after seeing the synergy with a lot of the Miracle decks, like being able to replay Rasa for free or Battering Ram for free, things like that, or like you replay a Fizz and then you get to
insane.
Ezreal, and, like, so there's a lot of really strong recursion in the game right now, and Last Rites is a really great way to enable that. The reason it's a 2 of and not a 3 of is I think it's like you don't need 3 most of the time. You only want to really play this once, maybe twice. It really shines versus like decks with removal, like Victor or Kaisa, being able to just replay your units that they've killed over and over again is really good.
It turns your graveyard into your hand.
It's a really powerful card, but I still wouldn't. I don't know if it'd ever be more than a 2 of in any deck, so that's why it's only at a 2. All right, next up, one of the strongest rares of the set, we got Fizz.
It's Snapcaster Mage.
1 power, 3 might unit. He reads, when you play me, you may play a spell.
I didn't know about this one ahead of time.
More than 3 energy, ignoring its energy cost.
Oh my god, Maximus Prime.
This guy lets you do a lot of messed up things. You can replay Stack Deck or Cult Shot, so you have Ezreal out and you just draw a bunch of cards. You can replay things like Fight or Flight or
there,
and just get a huge amount of tempo back on the board. In other colors, there's some really strong synergies as well with cheaper spells. So
you still pay his power cost.
he's just gonna be a super strong unit, and until he rotates, like he's just gonna get more options to play with. So he's gonna get better and better and better. So until he gets banned or rotated, he's gonna be probably a staple in a lot of purple decks. So I definitely recommend picking 3 of these. All right, next up is Edge of Night, and it's gonna be a 3 of on the buy list.
Ooh, I did not know this was coming out. Like I just like Edge of Night. Like those, one of my like. I wish this card was, or I wish this item was better. But on champs, I could use it. I really liked it.
Is a 3 energy equipment, and it's a vanilla.
As hidden.
Might equipment, but it has the keyword of hidden. So basically, what you can do with Edge of Night is you can hide it on a battlefield and then reveal it to attach it to one of the units in that battlefield. You give it the instant +2 might. So you don't have to.
It's so good
to play the gear, and you pay the power cost to attach it by hiding it. So it is a pretty solid way to cheat out a gear, and I think it's really strong. Like I think it's really good in Teemo, right? Having that option to cheat out this gear in Teemo is really good. But even outside of Teemo, like hiding this card is pretty cheap compared to.
It's only a +2.
So I think it's a really great way to cheat out gear.
How good are
It's a
equipments?
pretty strong card in a lot of purple decks. There may just be like stronger cards out there, but it's always going to be a strong option. So I do recommend picking up 3 of these, even if you don't play Teemo. All right, next.
I wonder how good that's going to be. Like
Prodigy.
equipments in general.
Obviously, a 3 of on the buy list. He is a 3 energy, 1 purple power, 3 might unit that has 2 effects that are both very strong. The first one is when you play me, discard 1, then draw 2. The next effect is
a discipline that doesn't go away. Yeah, but discipline draws. And discipline only costs 2. Well, I think cost like a lot of the equipment costs a lot. Now the red one, the long sword, that one is 2 and a power. So that's pretty good. But like you do have to like it when you say it doesn't go away, like you do have to repay the equip cost if the equipped monster dies. So I think it's gonna like tax lands a lot and make the price of seals go up. That's what I think will happen.
Is optional additional costs you pay cost
like if they're actually good, and I think they will be.
1 energy or 1 power less. So not only is Ezreal an insane draw unit.
I mean, Weapon Master is just when you play it.
But the optional costs.
So then you don't play any extra creatures.
Understand exactly how far this applies to. The obvious synergy is with repeats, like with Cult Shot. If you have Ezreal on the board, the repeat of Cult Shot is free. It synergizes with things like
What the fuck? It doesn't say to a minimum of 1. Yeah, it for most things, it reduces the equip cost by 1. But like then like if you like turn 1 like it just fucks up the whole sequencing. Like equipments fuck up the whole sequencing. So you're like turn 1 a dude, turn 2 an equipment you put on that dude, you go in, your opponent wins to the other side, your guy's not dead. Like in like 90% of the scenarios, you both just like play your turn 1s and turn 2s like 2 ships passing in the night. And then on turn 3, you're like, man, I have to play my weapon or my weapon master without anything that I can use it on, or I have to hold it. And so you're gonna play it anyways. And so I think that it kind of like messes, like it makes a bunch of like awkward things where you're not getting full value, which is fine, but then your guy's gonna die, and then you don't get to use the weapon master on the thing you just played. Maybe you've got something else that you can play instead. But I don't know. I just think that it's gonna make like a bunch of awkward things, and that like you will end up having to pay the delete a land cost to play it, and that's pretty expensive. Yeah, sorry, Max. Especially with you not knowing, you're a real MVP. You're like, I don't know what the fuck these people are talking about. This is the boringest stream ever, and you're sticking around anyways. But thanks, man. I appreciate you.
breath as well to like reduce the energy.
But like this thing, this seems nuts. Like this seems nuts. This card seems crazy. Like it's card even, right? Because he's a card and you discard a card, so you lose 2 cards and then you draw 2. But like that type of filtering is really strong.
Or the power cost, whichever one you need more in the moment.
Join in the stream. I'm just so confused.
So, for example, 1000 Watcher. Instead of paying 8 energy and 2 power to accelerate it, you can pay 7 energy and 2 power, or 8 energy and 1 power. So you get to discount accelerates and any other optional. It's a huge amount of cards. And
I'm gonna talk to whoever is making purple cards and beat them in their unhappiness.
But this energy with shot, for example,
I mean, the red card seems insane.
For sure, 3 copies of this card. This is going to be the Dead Bloom or Time Warp of the set. And it's going to go up to probably like $150 potentially, right? So
yeah,
like 80 and 150. So get this while you can at a reasonable price if you can. Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got Vex Cheerless, and it's going to be a 3 of.
Oh, they made Vex.
5 energy, 1 power, 5 might unit that reads while I'm in combat.
Oh, neat. I gotta send this over to Dustin. I don't know. They made a Vex. And then at the fool.
Friendly spells cost 1 energy and 1 power less to a minimum of 1 energy, and enemy spells cost 1 energy and 1 power more. So when this was teased, it was being hyped as one of the best cards in the set, and it kind of fell off. Like not many people.
I don't think this is the best card.
The main issue with this card is it's while I'm in combat.
Whoa! It's both. It's both. That is crazy. What's a Vex? It's just a creature. So this is based off the game League of Legends. And so the champion units are characters from that game that were ported over into this game. And so Dustin played Vex a lot whenever we were playing League of Legends.
The condition for the effect, which is a relatively hard condition to fulfill sometimes. However, if you can force your opponent to respond to combats or you use her to attack, it really disincentivizes holding.
I do have purple green. Yes, well. I was like, you get to force combats with blitzcranks and charms.
Vex because it just makes all of your opponent's spells just cost way more. So I think Vex is a super strong card.
And I really
especially as a sideboard card or like a tech card for certain matchups. It can be really good. So I do recommend getting 3 copies of Vex.
It probably is just a sideboard card.
Draven or Draven Audacious.
Now this is where they fucked up.
It's going to be 3 copies on the buy list. It is a 6 energy, 1 power, 6 might unit that says, well, the first time I win a combat each turn, you score 1 point. When I die in combat, choose an opponent, they score 1 point. And he has deflect. So he's a bit like, this is like how Draven thematically probably should have been designed, as like being a high risk, high reward kind of champion. But you know, the legend Draven is just no risk, high reward.
Yeah, this is really cool. I like this one because it's like, if you die, if you get punked, he doesn't like, then your opponent gets a point. Like this card seems okay.
Just pretty
cool. The problem is just his damn legend, like you said.
But anyways, Purple Draven has a lot of pretty interesting use cases. So he's seen play in some of the Irelia decks. He also, I think, is being tested in some Draven, like hold Draven decks, which is pretty interesting. I think he kind of breaks the game with his effect of when I win a combat, you score a point. And I think there is potential for a lot of Draven decks to be a lot better in the future. I think currently he can definitely finish.
Whoa. This is once per turn, right? So pick your green purple of your choice. And then on your opponent's turn, you charm their dudes over. Because charm's in action, right? Or is charm not in action? Rift, bound, charm. Oh, charm's not in action. Son of a bitch. All right, never mind. That makes it a lot harder to have that happen on your opponent's turn.
I think it's a little niche, but I do think you should pick these up, especially if they're cheaper and he's not being played in Spiritforged. You should definitely pick them up because I do see a world where he is playable in the future. All right, next up is Downwell, and I'm going to have 2 copies of this on the
I haven't seen this.
It is a 8 energy, 2 power cost spell, and it reads, return all units and gears to their owner's hands. So, Downwell is a really strong counter to a lot of decks that play a lot of gears and hard to remove units, so especially versus Irelia. By sending her and all of her gears to her hand, like Irelia usually has power to move her around, so if you're able to...
I don't know. This seems like you ride the wind. Yeah, that's true. You can move him into another combat. This seems like ass. It seems good when you first read it, but this is going to be your whole fucking turn. All your shit's going away too, and then your opponent gets first turn. You're like starting with the current runes, starting with the current mana. Let's restart the game, but you go first. I don't know.
The down well after she's, you know.
Now, if you had 12 mana and you pair this with inverted timelines, you're like, all right, we're going to pick up the game, reset to 4, you go first. That might be better.
Suck a bunch of power, then you kind of set all of her development back and just replay all the gears and the Aurelia, and it's really hard. So this is a really strong counter to that specific strategy, but it also has pretty strong synergy with cards like Rasa that just have no cost when you play. Like, you know, if you have your discard is pretty full, and you can do some pretty good effects with like Downwell plus Purple Annie, and just like keep replaying Downwell. And you know, if you have accelerate units, for example, you can do some really toxic combos. So
True.
I think this card, you're gonna want at least 2 of them. I think it's a pretty phenomenal sideboard card and a lot of purple.
You sack all your gold and the blue thing for mana before doing this, and then you can replay stuff. True. Wait, so what's going on? We're just reading the card here. So the card says return all units and gear to their hands. So it's just like, it's just telling everybody to pick up all their stuff. And he's saying it's good. And I'm saying, I don't know. Because it costs so much. It costs 8 mana. So you're going to pick up all your stuff. Your opponent's going to pick up all your stuff. Because it costs 8 mana, you're not likely to be able to do much. You're going to pass your turn, and your opponent's going to have 8 or 10 mana and be able to just like play all their things again. So I think it might not be that good.
Next, but you know, it can also be the center of a strategy in some purple decks as well. Like Downwell Annie, for example, is a really toxic deck that uses this card. So picking 1 or 2 copies is.
But Downwell and Annie does seem good.
On the legend specific buy list is going to be Silver Mercenary as a 1-of.
What the hell is this?
A 4 energy, 1 power, 4.
You may pay. Oh, I guess he's reading the card. I'll let him read the card.
Might unit that has accelerate, and it also reads if you
do like
spend
accelerate
power this turn, I have +2 might and ginking. So it's pretty interesting. Like if you accelerate her, you just automatically have that effect of spending double power. So she comes out as like a 6 might accelerate unit for 5 energy and 2 power, which is like it's all right. It's a little bit expensive, which is the main issue with this card. But,
yeah, and you're not.
Your best option
And like,
champion most of
if
the
you
time.
accelerate it,
Good,
then
so
the ganking doesn't matter.
And the expensive power cost is also mitigated by Sivir's gold generation, so it's not that bad when you're playing.
Okay.
And I think I was kind of thinking like this might be an okay unit in some other purple decks, but I think you just have better options most of the time.
And then I guess you could like rebuke something or do like anything,
purple cards will be displayed up here,
and then you'll be able to
have the spreadsheet or
get that +2 again. Okay.
All right, so onto yellow, and first up we've got Sacred Shears.
Yellow.
Which be a 3 on the buy list. Is a 2 energy, 1 power equipment, and it gives +1 might to
Death Knell draw.
the unit that it's on, and also gives them the Death Knell of draw 1. And it has a normal cost of just 1 power.
I mean,
And
equip
this
is
card
expensive.
pretty good. I think it's going to be most used in decks like Azir.
Maybe you don't know what's going on,
Aggressive,
so you just go along.
Decks. Maybe ones
What's the game called? Because I'm gonna look it up on YouTube and learn. It's called Riftbound.
It has a recycle cost, which makes it really expensive to play early. But like maybe even like Hooked Darius can make use of this, or just any yellow deck.
Yeah, there's 6 colors.
That is pretty aggressive, or uses a lot of tokens, or is Azir, right, with Weapon Master. So you can just kind of ignore the power cost after a certain amount of time. So yeah, pretty good card. I don't know.
Thanks for typing it out.
But it for sure has potential later on. So that's gonna be a 3 of. So
yeah, I don't know.
Worthy, and it's going to be a 3 of on the buy list.
When you control becomes mighty, you may pay 1 to ready it.
That's you may pay a yellow
really good.
So this is obviously very
holy shit. No, this is really strong in Leona deck. Shut the fuck up. Like this lets you play this, and then when you play your Leona or whatever that has 4 power and you stun something, you put the counter on it, it becomes 5, and then untaps. This might like create a scenario where you want to go second, so you always have 3 mana, so you could play this on turn 1. I don't know. This card seems good. And like all the set decks that have buffs as well. This seems really good in both set and Leona.
As it has really good synergy with her legend.
It had a horrible vision.
Pretty good in any other yellow decks in the future that are going to play a sort of buff or.
Was it of me playing League of Legends? Since card games getting back into League. Boy, that would never happen. So, yeah. Anyways, let's just keep this video here going. Thank you, Alan. Yeah, Alan's a real one. Oh yeah. Don't look at that. Oh, I gotta update it. Okay, hold on. No, don't look at that.
So you
So
ready any unit that you attach equipment to. Or
Sign in here.
Or for example, Forge set, you can ready it. So there's a lot of really interesting.
Wait, what? Huh? Oh shit.
Gears and buffs that synergize with
Oh
Forge.
god.
I think it'll for sure have its place in many yellow decks to come. So, 3 copies of Fiora for sure. All right, next up we've got Xin Vigilant. Is going to be
Xin Zhao, hello Xin Zhao.
3 energy, 1 yellow power, 4 might unit that has the tank keyword, and it's
Why does he
effective
have
time priority
tank?
if you have 2 or more units in your base. So Xin Zhao's a pretty conditional unit in order to get the.
That's
ready.
weird.
Having 2 or more units in base, especially early in the game, can be a little hard. I think the soonest you'll get to play him is like turn 2. If you're playing Victor, maybe. Otherwise, it's gonna be like turn 3, turn 4.
Well, you don't
Even
have to play him
top
ready.
It's really good because it does something
4
the moment you play it.
4 power is
It's
pretty
something all
good.
These accelerate units can do, which would inherently make them really good cards. So yellow and their accelerate unit when I don't really think they had that many. Or
They don't have very many.
At one.
Are you man?
So
Oh, hi,
slot
Six.
into a lot of Victor decks or any other token aggressive decks like maybe Darius decks. So yeah, just a solid card, and I think you can see play. So 3 of them in the buy list. All right, next up we have Yellow Azir or Azir Sovereign. And
Azir is nuts.
He's a 4 energy, 4 might unit that has accelerate, and it also has the effect of 1 attack. You may move
Azir is
2
nuts.
token units to this battlefield. So he pretty much has the same stats as Red Kaisa, and Red Kaisa is an amazing unit. Of course, drawing a card I think is generally better than this Azir's effect. But
Wow.
it's really strong, right? You can effectively give.
Whoa! This dude is insane. In Victor, where you have a bunch of recruit tokens, you can have the recruit tokens all attack one thing. Then you play this dude and accelerate him onto the other side and bring all the tokens over. Plus, Azir makes a bunch of 2 tokens. Oh my god. And then if you don't need the accelerate, he doesn't have a power cost. Oh, this dude's nuts.
To a bunch of tokens if you just spawn on this turn. Otherwise, you can just play a pretty on-rate unit that can optionally be accelerated for a tempo gain. So I think this is definitely going to go in Azir decks, either as a like 1 to 3 of. Otherwise, in other token decks, I see this as a pretty solid unit. And once again, having accelerate in yellow, which didn't have that many accelerate.
Six corners. You didn't tell me you played this game already. Look, you're right there. You just take your glasses off and you're like, oh, I'm a new man.
Is really valuable. So really good card. 3 of. For sure has a spot in almost any token deck in yellow in the future. Next up is Under Titan, and it's going to be a 3 of on the buy list. It is a 6 1 power.
Alan was liking this guy.
When you play me, give your other units +2 might this turn. As I'm revealed from your deck, add 2. So how this card works is whenever you would reveal cards from the top of your deck, either using like things like Rek'Sai Trigger or even things like Dazzling Aurora, for example.
Wait, what's the word? When you conquer, you may exhaust me to reveal the top 2 cards of your main deck. You may play one, and then recycle the rest. Except I hate him now because he doesn't work with Baited Hook. Pretty damn good. That's pretty good. Yes, I've described the best card already. I don't know why everyone fights it. Relentless Rats. Wrong game.
That's not going to be it.
I'm just chilling.
But
Shin, to be honest, you're dead
material.
material. Thank you.
For the turn. So he's basically just giving you.
Damn it, son! Hold the flashlight right! I can't get this shit fixed! Are you unable to hold the damn fucking flashlight? Oh, wait. No, that happened, Dad? Oh, my bad.
You also get a body on top of it. So I think it definitely has potential in these pretty wide token decks, but obviously in Rek'Sai it's going to be a staple. Really good card.
Pack Rats is way better.
Real effects that get released or token decks get better, this is going to be a great card. And lastly, we have Karina Veraza with 3 copies on the buy list.
No, sorry, game. I'm just using a different format.
1 power, 6 might unit.
Oh, I saw this once and thought it was insane. When I moved to a battlefield, play 3 recruit tokens there. Yeah, it seems pretty nuts. That seems pretty nuts.
And the effect of when I moved to a
no, the other daddy.
3 1 might recruit unit tokens here. So speaking of accelerate units, and
Give child. Give child. No, it's right there. What do you mean she's busy? She's right there. I see her. She's not busy. Give child.
She's mine.
Give child. May I have... Okay, fine. I want the child. I want the child. This is my left nippy, and that's that way. So this way is still in the camera. That's awkward, because that's not the direction the camera's facing. No, stop beating her! You're a terrible mother. You beat the baby. Child. I have a fluffykins. Look at my fluffy baby. Look at my fluffy baby. This is what you wanted. Oh, you sniffed on the mic. I could hear it come through my headset. That was cute. Can you speak? You can't speak while I'm holding you. You're like, what is that? Yeah, what is that? Very cute. Want to sniff it? Sniff some more?
Oh, Oh, she's so that sleepy face.
Well, it's also the light, probably. All right, you can go. Thank you for hanging out, Lily. Oh, don't hurt yourself. Calm down. Here you go, Lily. You're a good girl. So sleepy. What? How is?
Oh, come on.
How is that? Max says hi.
Hi, Max. Boy.
But she would like some church drumming. No, we're not giving her disgusting fish. Someone's Discord was hacked and sent me images to some scam website trying to harvest my info. Only casino games work on it. Oh, excuse me. And they just kept letting me win. Oh, was that Dry Oaks? Was Dry Oaks hacked?
Not having any of them in set 1. They got 3 pretty good ones in set 2. The most obvious comparison for Karina is Thousand Tail Watcher in set 1. Basically the same cost, right? If you were to accelerate it.
You're up to 100K. Okay.
And when you think about it that way, it is probably a little worse most of the time. I think getting 3 recruit tokens is usually worse than the -3 debuff.
Yeah,
But,
-3 is insane
once
debuff.
again, there is a lot of token synergy, and I can see this card being pretty good. And
I can too.
Any aggressive deck maybe to finish off the game. Like there's a lot of synergy here with War Camp, for example. Just immediately making your tokens, 2 mana instead of 1. So yeah, I think it's a good card. And it has a
Seems
lot of
pretty good.
in a lot of decks right now and in the future.
Oh, critically, it's when you move. It's not when you have a combat. So you can just move it to a place passively and still make a bunch of tokens.
Solid card.
I think it's pretty good.
And yeah, I didn't have any legend-specific cards for yellow, so this is pretty much just it. I think sadly yellow and probably green had the least amount of good rares and epics.
Yeah, but I
It's a little
mean,
unfortunate, but they definitely got some good commons and uncommons. I think it just means
Eora
that
seems
the
pretty
change
good.
to go in Spiritforged, so we'll see. Thanks for watching to the end.
All right,
If you
well,
want more Spiritforged content,
yeah,
check out my Ezra
again,
or Surprise
this is
here.
Gorica.
Otherwise, I'll see you around.
And I think their first name's Alex, but I might have that wrong. But it was pretty cool. I like that guy. And that's all I wanted to do. Has to be a battlefield, right? You don't get it when you move back to base. But if you have like the ganking battlefield, or if you play like a move spell to where you can skip the battlefield restriction, you just go back and forth. Seems pretty good. All right. Well, that was a fun time and all, but now that it's time for Betty Bye, and I'll just have to let the stream go, and we'll have to catch you all later, and it's been really good. Can't wait to hear from y'all on some other day. Don't worry, I won't be doing anything bad in the meantime. I'll continue to be the goodest boy that's ever gooded in the history of good boys. So, just really, really do appreciate all the love and the support. Especially, there's so many people new here lately, and it's really nice. So, yeah, no, she's in the shower, 6. She can't stop me now. Yeah. It feels good to be back. We're streaming until 3 a.m. Let's go. Oh, it's still downloading. Son of a bitch. You remember that scene from Interstellar where you're like in the bookcase and you're like, no! Is it that scene? Is it that scene? Are we actually? No. Not yet. Oh, yes. Look at it. Just right there. Just. But, it's good. Oh, guys, I thought I was. Wait. Oh! They put the Riftbound icon here. I was like, wait, can I play Riftbound? Pre-order Spiritbound today. Yeah, well, that didn't fucking work. Didn't work at all. Out of stock, you bastards. My knee popped. My knee's been popping nonstop in the last 2 weeks. Not good. Not good. All right, guys. But yeah, thanks a lot for hanging out. It was a lot of fun. We'll be heading to bed. It's 11. Got work tomorrow. It's just one of them things. If only I could do this all day. All day. You're supposed to bring balance to the force. and kill all the kids? I mean, I think he did bring balance, right? Because he killed all the Jedis and then reduced the Jedi numbers down to match the Sith numbers, right? Shini Texas 2? Who's Texas 1? I'm everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. But alrighty. I shall run away. Oh yeah. Been told I gotta talk with my voice like this. Not like this, because this is too nasally. But so weird talking like this. How do people do it? How do people do it? I know what you're asking. I'm just not answering. I don't answer about where I live or where I've gone. I just say I'm everywhere. I'm in your heart, your soul, and your mind. But, all right, man. Where did you come from? Where do you go? Cotton Eye Joe. Damn it. Texas nerd sniping me. Hell. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We were both from